Turning to Tennessee, where 11 people have now died in historic wildfires. Dozens of others have been injured and many remain missing. Crews have put out all the fires, but hotspots are still a threat there. Hundreds of buildings have been torched. You can see that in this video. It's just devastating. And today, many survivors are finally returning home to see if anything is left. DeMarco Morgan is following the latest in the hard-hit town of Sevierville, Tennessee, near Gatlinburg. And DeMarco, as people start surveying the aftermath there, there's still a number of others missing. What is the very latest with that?
Yeah, you have a number of people missing, but we don't know the exact number. That's also the confusing part for not just residents, but also the media, just trying to get a count on who's missing and who's not. But they did have 70 leads yesterday, not 70 leads for 70 people, but one of the officials said it could be 5 or 10 leads just for one person, but there are still people unaccounted for. We were actually at the shelter, the American Red Cross shelter, and they had this big poster board up where people were actually leaving their phone numbers and saying, if you've seen my relative, or leaving pictures and stuff, sort of similar to what happened after 9/11, but on a smaller scale, where people were leaving their names, their numbers, their addresses. If you see my daughter, if you've seen my dog, give me a call. That is very crucial for a lot of people who are still missing loved ones. And I can tell you this also, we spoke with Mayor Waters yesterday, who is the mayor of the county, Sevier County, and he said that the search and rescue effort yesterday ended, and now today it is search and recovery. So you know what that means. Yeah. It's sort of like not necessarily giving up hope, because we don't want people to give up hope. We always want to hear those good stories and cover those good stories, but things are not looking so good for the missing. Oh,
that's just so heartbreaking. DeMarco, while you were just talking, we were showing some video of what you were talking about in terms of the phone numbers and that kind of thing, and then showed some video of the damage with drone video there. It is so devastating. I know you've been covering this over the last several days. So many homes, you know, in terms of this fire, you were talking about hurricane force winds that carried these flames, so many homes damaged, destroyed, that we're looking at. Some of it just looks like play toys here that people just kind of threw around. Can you describe where you're at right now and show us what people are dealing with?
Of course, again, we're in Sevierville. This is a mountain that we actually couldn't get into for the past couple of days until last night. And if you take a look behind me at this 3-story home, what once was a 3-story home, looks like a bomb just went off. You can see the pool at the bottom. My cord just got caught up on this. Something back there, but you can see the pool down there. But a 3-story beautiful home where you could just look out into the mountains as far as you could see. Many of these homes going up as far as you could possibly go up, just destroyed. $1 million like cabin homes, $2-3 million homes. I mean, just completely damaged. And we got a chance to talk to the owner who owns this place here, and she just kept breaking down. She kept breaking down in tears. Neighbors out here, they're all crying, trying to get it together. But it is a lot to look at, to take in, and when you think of something like this, I can't help but keep saying, you think about the West Coast, you think about Los Angeles, those areas where they see stuff like this, on a regular basis. Residents were like, this was not supposed to happen here, not in the Great Smoky Mountains, and it has been a big shock. But I keep reminding people, and you just mentioned it, it was those hurricane force winds that caused so much damage and caused it so quickly. You could have lit a cigarette and it would have sparked fires, and it just got out of control. Firefighters couldn't even get it under control for that first day. And so this is just looking at the devastation now, because we saw a few homes and, a few cars. It is really bad. And then even driving up through the mountains, you can see where people literally left their cars in the middle of the street just to get out and run, because they just didn't have time to make it through those flames. Some people didn't, but some people did fortunately make it through.
I mean, an absolutely terrifying situation, so devastating when you look at the aftermath of those pictures. But DeMarco, as we were just discussing, this did happen very, very quickly, but people in town, it sounds like now, are questioning how fast they were notified to get out. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Jamie, in fact, there are conflicting reports today. You just talked about it. There's a report in a local newspaper that talks about how homeowners, even the homeowner here, said that they didn't get any evacuation orders. They didn't know about any alerts. They didn't know to get out until they actually saw the flames. And then it was too late. They were trying to pack up little items in their vehicles and just try to jet down the mountain. So they were not happy about that. And then we spoke with a number of other residents in Gatlinburg as well, and Pigeon Forge, who said, you know, hey, it was so quick that they didn't see any alerts. But you also have folks with the National Park Service and county officials saying that they did give out proper warnings right before the wildfire began. And firefighters, they were working 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And I'm sure for that first day, everybody was just trying to get people out. Neighbors said they were going door to door, trying to knock on their neighbors' doors to make sure that they were getting out in time. So again, there are conflicting reports. Some say that they did get the warnings. Others say they did not get them. The only time that they knew to get the mess out of Dodge was when they saw the flames.
Oh, so scary. And, you know, this type of thing happens so very quickly. You can imagine both sides of the coin here, with both emergency crews trying to get people out as quickly as possible, and people wondering if the fire is actually going to hit their home or not. So, DeMarco Morgan, thank you so much.
And Jamie, real quick, the good news is they are going to be letting residents back into the city of Gatlinburg for the first time today since they were forced to evacuate. So a lot of them will be seeing their homes and properties for the first time, many of them with the concern that they may look like this.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So many people want to get back to their homes, but it's going to be an emotional day. DeMarco Morgan, thank you so much.
You bet.